so controlling. I can't do anything without him.
I mean, it's a big issue. It's almost as big as drugs. And you hear about that all the time in schools. You hear about it just at work, but you never hear about, you know, abuse, and it's all over.
What do you think you're doing? I can't believe this.
When you tell an alcoholic they're an alcoholic, they don't listen. They're like, no, I don't have a problem. That's exactly how it is. You're like, no, I'm not in an abusive relationship. Until you step out of it and you actually look at the big picture.
You know, you keep kidding yourself. You're thinking, it's gotta get better, it's gonna get better, you know. Then you realize it's not, and you realize you've been kidding yourself all this time. Well, you're in way too deep.
It was our first day of high school, so it was like, you know, there was new people, lots of new people, you know, and he was there with his brother. It was basically like he didn't have the time for me at that moment.
Yeah, so don't interrupt.
So like, I guess he wanted me to go away.
It doesn't concern you. Get out of here!
And he just turned around and hit me in my arm. And that was the very first time that I ever like was hit. And I just remember like a lot of people saw it and were just like looking at me like, you know, like they couldn't believe that I let him do that. Like, not that he did it, but that I let him do it.
Last summer, I had gone to summer school, and there was this guy in my summer school class, and he was your everyday football player. All the girls loved him. He had nice style, he had the money, everything. And he picked me. He liked me. So, of course, I was like, oh my God. And I had always been the outcast at school, never really hanging out with the popular group. And so, you know, we started dating, and then about 2 weeks into the relationship, he was telling me, if you don't give me the attention I need, then I'm gonna go get it from somebody else. And at first I was scared. I was like, oh, I don't wanna lose him. So, you know, I gave him the attention. And he was making me not hang out with my friends, making me go over to his house at 2 o'clock in the morning. Ridiculous stuff.
I had a relationship where they would try to be controlling, tell me I couldn't dance or wear certain things. When y'all go like to parties or dances together and they, you know, watching you real closely, when he started telling me, oh, you can't dance with people. You have to, you know, when you go to a party, you have to be by yourself. You can't dance. Or you can't go to parties when I go, or stuff like that. That's when it started happening. It started trying to be controlling and trying to control you, telling you who you can talk to and you can't have male friends and stuff like that. That's just signs. I would try to compromise, but compromising wouldn't work, really.
Whenever we were not together and I'd be trying to hang out with my boys, you know, have a little free time with them, cell phone would blow up constantly. Always wanting to know, you know, where are you at? What are you doing? What time are you coming over? Well, I don't know. You know, every 30 seconds I had to pick up the phone. And then of course, if I don't answer it, then I have a voicemail, text message, you know, where are you at? What are you doing? There's never any free time.
I was 15 years old, and for the first month and a half, you know, it was perfect. You know, I couldn't ask for more, but I guess things just weren't going well, and so we broke up. When we get back together and we break up, I mean, I don't know how many times, probably over a dozen, but like, he, you know, said I shouldn't wear makeup, or I shouldn't wear that shirt because it shows too much, or I shouldn't wear those shorts because they're too short, or just stuff like that.
Go into class! Who do you think you are?
He wanted to spend all of his time with me, but yet he could still have his own friends that, you know, he can go and do whatever. But you know, I had to isolate myself at home. I lost all my friends, and I didn't do anything except sit at home and watch TV. Something felt wrong.
They put you down. They tell you, you know, you're so ugly, you're so fat, nobody else is gonna want to get with you. And then you start to believe it after a while.
I mean, you know, anytime we went anywhere, it was always me that was reaching in my wallet to pull out, you know, for the bills, for the clothes, for the movies, for the concert tickets. We both had part-time jobs. Why didn't she offer to pay for anything? And then she started to disrespect me in front of my friends, making jokes about me, flirting with other guys, just bringing me down in front of other people. I don't want that.
Why aren't you wearing the shirt I gave you?
You can't tell me how to dress?
This is too low cut. It's too tight. You know how many guys are gonna be looking at you with that on?
I mean, at first it was just like, well, you can't wear too short of shorts, but then it went to like spaghetti strap shirts, and it went to where it was just jeans and like long sleeves, that's all. And then it got to where who I couldn't talk to. If he didn't like the girl, I couldn't talk to her. I couldn't talk to boys. And then it got to where I couldn't go anywhere without calling. I couldn't go to family's house, even if it was family right down the street. He didn't want me there. He'd rather me be at home, even if it was by myself, just so he knew where I was. If things didn't go his way, he'd threaten to hit me or something like that, and it got crazy.
He had this thing he had to pass before I did. When he found out that I had all A's in my classes, he didn't let me study from then on until I got him passing. So I'd go over to his house every night, tutor him, make him do his work. But if I pulled out my homework, he'd take it and not let me study.